Skill 11, example 1. The question says to solve for x. So what we have right here, guys, is that we have a big triangle and a smaller triangle inscribed inside of it, okay? So this is called a conjoined triangle. So they're two triangles that share the same body. So it's like conjoined twins. So what we're going to do is that we're going to try to separate them to try to see if there are any similarities. So we're going to separate the big triangle from the little triangle. So we have the big triangle. Alright, and that triangle is called DFE. So that's a big triangle, DFE. And let's identify the features of that triangle. So that triangle has a side, DE, that's measured as x. And then it has another side, a base of EF, which is 2 and 4, so 2 plus 4. So 2 plus 4 is 6. So it has a base of 6, okay? It has a right angle, so it has a right angle right here. And then that's about it. That's all the information that we have for that triangle. So let's draw the smaller triangle. So the smaller triangle, alright, is GFH. So GFH. Let's try to identify the features of that triangle. So that triangle has a height GH of 6 and has a base HF of 4. It also has a right angle, okay, and those are the features or properties of those two triangles. So what we're going to do is that we're going to see if there are any similarities, okay. So the first similarity that I see is that they both have right angles, okay. So we could see that they both have, so triangle DEF, so angle DEF, which is this angle right here, so again the angle is always in the middle, is equivalent to angle GHF. So angle GHF. They're both right angles, okay? So the next thing we could identify is that they both share an angle. What angle do they both share? The big triangle and the small triangle both have an angle of F, okay? So they both share this same angle, angle F, okay? So we could say that angle DFE is equivalent to angle GFH. Okay? So given that, guys, we can set up our first concept of something called proofs. Okay? So we're proving that they're similar. So the first proof that you're going to see right here, okay, is AA. So AA means that when you have two pairs of similar angles, the triangles are congruent, right? So what this is stating is that because they both have a right angle and because they both share an angle F, they are similar in size and similar in shape. So what we're going to do is that we're going to set up something called proportions. Proportion states that this side divided by this side is equivalent to this side divided by this side. So we're going to state that x divided by 6, this side divided by this side, is equivalent to this side divided by this side, which is 6 divided by 4. So let's try to find the value of x. So the first thing we're going to do is to isolate the x by getting rid of this dividing by 6. To get rid of dividing by 6, you multiply by 6. You do the same thing on the other side. The multiply cancels the divide. So x is equal to 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. And technically the denominator here is a 1. 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So the side, this side right here, is measured as 9. So again, just like that.